Let's use a mage for now. Alright, folks. I think we'll do probably maybe one or two more. Yeah, one or two more fights. Or, you know what? We'll end the night off by getting to the end of this map. Oh yeah, we literally just have one more level. Alright. We'll just finish it off with one more level. Keep it nice and short and sweet tonight. Alright, folks. Let's go ahead and boost all of y'all over here. And let's just go crazy. Let's just absolutely go nuts here. Good luck, folks. Have fun. Thank you for the epic war, Beastkeep. I forgot my microphone is muted. That's always appreciated. Let's see here. I still... I don't know. 12 barbarian scrolls, but I don't have enough money. We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. And thank you for the epic Templar as well, Liam. I'll hop out of Genshin for now. Let me see what everybody else is playing tonight on Twitch. I'm curious. I'm not ending it, of course, just... I either might cut it short, or... Hey, but thank you for the hydration, Rohan. We definitely need to be hydrated. Oh yeah, there's the Disgaea, RPG happening. That's happening pretty soon. Literally nobody's streaming Pirate 101. That's interesting. Yeah, I could play a little bit of Pirate. Nobody else is at the moment. Ah, dang it, it's Buster Scrolls. I still need to kill one Corpo cart, though. It feels like I can't be able to do the Corpo cart one because everybody wants to hog the kills, and you literally are not in control of what your unit does anyways, so... It'd be like that, that's what happens. If I wanted to play Stardew Valley, I could if I want, but the thing is that once I get started on Stardew Valley, I get so gosh darn focused that it really sucks me in to finish some gameplay of it. Like a whole Stardew week. You know what? I'm probably gonna do just chatting. I got a video or two of interest I can show y'all. Oh shoot, we've just hit about the 4-hour mark too. Wait, tags failed to update. What do you mean tags failed to update? I swear my bots are out of sync, actually. Am I in the correct information or am I not in the correct information? OBS just doesn't want to agree with Twitch. Okay. I got a snack with me in the meantime, so we'll go ahead and do the just chatting thing for now. Or you know what? I'm probably gonna like Actually, that is a good idea, Leo, and I was just thinking about that. I guess great minds think alike. Because when it comes to Stream Raiders, that's essentially a waiting room until the, what is it? Yeah, it's a waiting room until the... There we go. Alright, anywho, time to pop open some videos that will probably make you guys hungry, which I intend to make you guys hungry because I'm literally hungry right now, so... You literally can't have a Nintendo stream without going hungry for something. Oh yeah, I think I've been missing out on some videos from Joshua Weissman lately, so... I feel like the moment I open up his YouTube, I can't ever stop, like, watching it. He's definitely one of the standards of how, like, food videos should be made in this day and age, and he started from humble beginnings too. Eating some Bagheera mash. Well, what kind of mash is that? Hold on, let me turn off the music real quick. Where is the music? Oh, there it is. Okay. The $2 sandwich, but cheaper, because sandwiches are never cheap anymore.
Wait a minute, are we not going to talk about how sandwiches are kind of like big boy overpriced? The average sandwich costs this right here. But I think we could take that price to this per sandwich. That is but cheaper.
Alright, you show us, Josh, man.
Down a sandwich, I'm looking at all these different elements, right? We all know bread is cheap. Everybody knows that. But let's talk about the meat. So take turkey, for example, right? You go get sliced turkey and you're paying a per pound price, which is astronomically higher than it should be. You're basically paying for the whole breast. So that's what we need to have as our plan of attack. The bread is cheap. You can make it cheaper by making it yourself, and all the other elements, blah, 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 blah. We'll work our magic. Long story short, let's make this. Shall we?
Alright, so the first thing we're gonna break down is the most expensive part. Why buy expensive lunch meat when you could just, well, make it? First thing you'll need is some sort of a large container that can easily hold 1 gallon of water. Pour in, you guessed it, 1 gallon of cold water. To that water, you're gonna start whisking and adding 3/4 of a cup or 216 grams of kosher salt, half a cup or 115 grams of brown sugar, whisk all that until completely dissolved. Then optionally, you can add aromatics like 1 tablespoon or 9 grams of uncrushed black
10
peppercorns,
cents.
2 crumbled bay leaves,
20
and
cents.
3 sprigs of fresh thyme.
60 cents,
that have
okay.
also been lightly crushed. Optional, but you know. Flavor time. So that's your brine. Give it a sniff to find out that it really doesn't smell like anything right now. Next up, you're gonna need 1 large skin-on turkey breast. Ideally, mine was a little misshapen and I wanted it to look real nice for the B-roll, so I actually cut it down a little bit, but you don't have to do that at all. Gently submerge your bird into the brine and make sure it stays under the water or papa no quis. Cover it and let it brine in the fridge overnight. Now once your big-breasted bird has rested, pull it out of the brine and pat it completely dry with paper towels. From there, you'll place it on a wire rack set over a baking sheet that has been lined with foil, unless you want burned stuff on the bottom that's really hard to clean off, whatever, it's up to you. Optionally, you can give it a light coating with vegetable oil and add additional seasoning if you desire, but that's not entirely necessary at all. A light sprinkle of salt would do just fine. Now take the bird, pop it into the oven set to 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes or until it becomes a nice golden brown color and the interior reaches 163 degrees Fahrenheit. This thing is so big that the temperature will definitively coast to 165. Now just let it rest until it reaches room temperature, then wrap it in plastic wrap, nice and tight, and set it in the fridge until completely cold, at least 3 hours, but ideally overnight. I know it's a 2-day process, but look, now you have a massive amount of turkey lunch.
I like the smiley face on that.
All you need to do is slice it up. Obviously, you could just use a sharp knife and slice it as thin as you want, and this is but cheaper, so I'm going to recommend that option. But I wanted to try this meat slicer that I got, and I gotta say, it kind of sucks, but it got the job done, so whatever. But hold on a second, let's look at this gorgeous slice of turkey. Unbelievably moist. Beautiful and ready to be scrunched between 2 slices of bread. Now next up is our Sando sauce. It's real simple. Get a medium-sized bowl and add 1/3 of a cup or 80 grams of mayonnaise,
33 cents.
a 1/4 cup or 48 grams
22
of Dijon
cents.
or yellow mustard, a 1/4 cup or 20 grams of
18
finely
cents.
chopped parsley, and 2 cloves of garlic that have been grated.
22
Season that to taste with fresh ground
cents.
black pepper and kosher salt. Mix all that together until thoroughly combined, and that is your sandwich lube. Yes, it's basically sandwich lube, let's be honest. Okay, we're so close to this sandwich. Can't you just smell it? Sort of, kind of, probably not. We have one last sandwich component. I was thinking about adding sliced tomato, but that's lame. So let's do something a little more metal, brother. Let's sear these Now, get a large skillet and heat it with just enough vegetable oil to coat the bottom, about 3 tablespoons or 45 grams. Heat that over medium-high heat until shimmering and hot potat. Then carefully add in 1 container, about half a pound of grape tomatoes. Now let those sear, blister, and char. They're gonna spit quite a bit as they sear because of all the bursting juice, so please be careful. After about 3 minutes, check them and they should have softened quite a bit and gotten some good char. If not, leave them in until they do. Then immediately remove, place to the side, and season to taste with salt and fresh cracked black pepper. Okay, I actually want to note one more thing. Let's talk about sliced onion on a sandwich. First off, thinly sliced onions are superior. And when I say thin, I mean as thin as you can get, nearly shaved. More importantly, I have a secret for you. After you've sliced your onions, place them in a bowl and top that bowl with a wire rack and run your tap so it fills up with water and overflows into your sink. Then just keep running that water and let it rinse for about 30 seconds. And this is going to help wash away a lot of the abrasive qualities of an onion. It keeps the onion mild enough to eat a lot of, but just a little bit of spice while maintaining that nice, sweet
okay, that's
onion.
cool.
Yay, it's sandwich assembly time. Now, we need some sort of bread. This is up to you. Obviously, homemade bread is ultra cheap, but so is a lot of store-bought bread. Choose whatever you want. I'm not going to judge you. Here I'm using a nice, fresh-baked sourdough loaf. You'll need about 8 slices for 4 servings. See? It's a basic mathematical equation. Optionally, you can toast your bread in a toaster or in a pan with butter until beautifully toasty golden brown.
Ooh.
Then lay down your bread, and on both halves, spread on a generous amount of your mustard mayo. Next up, some lettuce. You can use iceberg or butter, followed by your seared tomatoes, your thinly sliced red onion, Kappa's juicy turkey breast, and optionally 1 to 2 slices of Swiss cheese, unless you get farty with cheese, I don't know. And finally, crown your king. I mean, look at this magnificent sandwich. Grand total price of this per sandwich. That's better than just about any sandwich shop you're gonna go to. Now let's slice this in half and check out the cross section. Oh wow, yes. Okay, let's taste test this.
Okay, so we have our completed sandwich, and I gotta say, this sandwich looks I've waited for this. We might have topped Vikram and TJ's favorite sandwich just because of how simple this is. Because we've done much more complicated sandwiches, and this sandwich for this price right here per sandwich is 175% pussy. I don't really want to say this.
Really yummy.
My entire crew's just standing here just watching me. Get in here, have a little taste.
Yep. The turkey breast feels like you're drinking water. It's just like really refreshing.
It's on par with the focaccia sandwich. If anybody has eaten that or seen it, this is on par
For the
with
price?
focaccia sandwich, especially for the price.
You would go to a Jimmy John's and pay like $12 for this, and you
I would
get
pay
one
$12.
sandwich and it's done. We still have a load of turkey breast to slice. So this is a butt better and a butt cheaper. The overarching word that I think we're all looking for this sandwich is delicious, just as good as any other sandwich, and I repeat,
The M
You want to
word.
know what else is full of juicy breast sandwiches and sandwich lube?
B-roll.
guys, and that is it. So we made our beautiful, perfect sandwich. I think if you saw this at any menu, anywhere, at any restaurant, I mean, I would pay $16 for it. I would do that. Would you, Vikram? He's like, no, I would not actually. You can have a delicious sandwich if you just break down these elements and actually make them yourself. You can do it. Why are we paying so much money for a cold cut? Why? All right, I'm off my soapbox. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. They finally stopped complaining about the cabinet opening and closing with this. They finally realized, oh, it's a different series. He's not in the cabinet for this one. Or, well, you're not. Shut up.
Let's see if Guga has uploaded anything lately. Kind of curious. Kind of curious. Oh, he's dry aged steaks and freaking chili paste. How much time is there left before the battle? We could spare a couple extra minutes. Why not? Do you watch that or do you watch this?
thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video.
Ooh, food delivery service, yes. Meal prep.
This is the most delicious chili paste I've ever had in my life. It is called kojugan, slightly fermented, a very unique
Whoa. It's jang, not gang.
flavor, and everyone loves it. If you love spicy food, my friends, this is something you cannot resist.
This is
I
gonna be
almost
interesting.
use it for everything, so it was naturally to me to go ahead and try to dry age with it. As you know, I have done some insane experiments, and
Yeah, he actually dry aged with Nutella. If this was just an experiment, he's not gonna do this again. He recommends not doing it anyways.
even though some are fails, I always learn from every single one of them. The interesting thing about this chili paste is the ingredients. Even though it has all of those ingredients right here, only
There's
one
MSG.
really caught my eye. Monosodium glutamate. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know
Hey there,
what that
Maffy.
is. Maybe that's why this is so good. But now that you are familiar with our dry age ingredient, it's time to get ready for our experiment. And for that, I'm going to be using this beautiful rib roast. It is a 4 bones export rib, and it is just perfect for what we are about to do with it. To make sure that this is really going to turn
better
out
be.
good, here's how this experiment is going to go down. I'm going to be first splitting it in half. One of them we're going to be dry aging kojugan. The other one we're going to do the real deal. And let's just take a quick second to appreciate the marbling of this steak. For a choice grade, that looks phenomenal. Now here's what I'm talking about when I said real deal. We're going to be using these special dry age bags. They're called Umai Dry, and they are what allows you to dry age at home without any special equipment. All you have to do is put it in the bag, vacuum seal it, put it in a cooling rack so that it can rest in your refrigerator for the desired time. That is how simple it is to dry age your own beef at home. The great thing about these bags is that it allows moisture to escape without allowing anything bad to go back in. Now for our experiment, the first thing I like to do is to use a little bit of parchment paper. That's because
That's true.
things are
That's
about
true,
to get
Maffy.
real messy. Spreading it out a little bit on the parchment paper like this will ensure that the bottom will get completely covered. Because the next thing to do is to go ahead and add our beef. And most importantly, cover the whole thing with it. The more kojugan paste, the better. And as I'm doing this, the aroma that is coming out of this thing is phenomenal.
Is it now?
Smells fantastic.
Did it now,
Whenever you try
James?
aging, the most important thing is coverage. So I made sure that every single edge of this roast was perfectly covered with the paste. And as you can see, once I was done, this is what it looks like. Now that
Okay.
is something you might never see again, unless this experiment really works. But now that we got it fully covered, the only thing left to do is to transfer it to the refrigerator. And that's because we want to let it rest for a total of 35 days.
This is gonna be interesting.
Once the time was up, I took it out of my refrigerator and take a look at this. These little particles you see right here is chili. How did that happen? And the smell that is coming out of this thing is weird. When it went in, it smelled like heaven. When it came out, oh no. It is a very strong smell, and most importantly, my nose is telling me that it fermented the meat. Take a look at the edge. It seems like the chili paste penetrated deeply into this meat. Yes, a little
yeah.
bit went on the side, but it sure looks like a lot went inside of the meat. But in order for us to find
It's
out for
major
sure, the next thing to do is to go ahead and remove
fermentation.
all of the chili paste. And as I did, wow, this is quite a bit of work. A lot of it solidified. And I'm telling you, it is almost impossible to remove the whole thing. As I tried my best, once I was done, this is what I was left with. I know what you're thinking. I was not able to remove that much. And that's because it's almost like a rock. But hey, the next thing to do is to go ahead and open this up and see what it looks like inside. Because if the inside looks as bad as the outside, oh, this is a terrible experiment. And the first thing I decided to do was to go ahead and remove all of the bones. I knew that that was not going to be good, especially how hard it is. And as the bone came out, take a look at this. Nice beautiful red, but look at the penetration. I've never had any dry age experiment do this. And as I removed more of the pellicle, wow! Even to my surprise, it penetrated deeply into the meat. So I
Wow.
made sure I went in and got into the red meat. And as I did, wow! Now that looks amazing. On this shot, you can clearly see that it penetrated more than an inch. But once I take it out, wow! That is super exciting for me. I cannot wait to find out how this is gonna taste. Because let me show you something. Once I was done cleaning the steak 100%, cut them right in half, I was left with 2 beautiful pieces of meat. and my mind is going insane trying to find out how they're gonna taste. That is for us to find out real shortly, because remember,
a lot
I
of
also
pieces
did
off.
the real dry aged one, and as I took it out of the membrane, removed everything, look at this. Exactly what I was expecting. I treated this one the same exact way I did with the chili dry aged one. I first removed the bones, took out all of the pellicles, cut into beautiful steak, and this is what I was left with. Now that is a nice dry aged steak. And here's what they look like side by side. You can clearly see that the real dry aged one is much larger, and the spicy steak I had to take so much out that I lost the entire cap. But hey, my hopes is that even though it's less, it's gonna be a lot better. The next thing to do is to go ahead and season them. And for that, I kept it as simple as possible. A little bit of salt and freshly ground black pepper is good enough.
Just a
I
little
really
bit.
want to see how good does this taste. As always, I made sure to season it well. But now that we got it ready, the only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook them. For that, I'm going to be first putting a nice beautiful sear. Once that's done, I'll be cooking them in indirect heat until I reach an internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit, and for that, I'll be using my wireless thermometers. So now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to cook these beautiful steaks, so let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, the color looks pretty good. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. Well, the color looks right. The color looks absolutely correct.
Before moving forward, I want to thank the awesome sponsor of today's video, HelloFresh. This is
Totally not
America's
sponsored here.
#1 meal kit. You see this box right here? It does make my life a lot easier. HelloFresh offers a huge amount of recipes to choose from every week. They pre-measure fresh ingredients and deliver this wonderful box to my door every week. The variety is just incredible and they are all very delicious. I mean, take a look at this one. It is definitely a 5-star recipe. No wonder they have more 5-star recipes than any other meal kit out there. Listen, there's no stressful meal planning or prepping. All fresh ingredients are packed for you, pre-portioned and ready to cook whenever you are ready.
That's
That
true.
portion means there is zero waste. And when you start cooking in about 20 to 30 minutes, your meal is done. With HelloFresh, you can adjust your delivery days, your food preference, and most importantly, if you're going to be out of town, no problem. You can just skip that week. One thing I really like about them is that they have donated over 4 million meals to charity in 2020.
That's true. I've done a
Most
meal
importantly,
delivery
they are
service before.
continuing to donate food this year. Now that is something I can get behind. Even my teenage daughter is now a huge fan of HelloFresh. She has literally learned how to cook with HelloFresh. It is easy, fun, and delicious. Are you now ready to give it a try? Just go to HelloFresh.com, use my code GUGA12 to get 12 free meals, including free shipping. Again, go to HelloFresh.com and use my code GUGA12 to get 12 free meals, including free shipping, so they know I sent you. Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this video, but now let's get right back to the video. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful steaks today. You hungry, Mama?
I am starving and I'm so happy right now.
I know, right?
There's only 2 steaks, so I cannot get too crazy.
I know. No, there's actually 4, Mama. There's 4, okay?
Okay.
Well, man, today should be amazing, yeah? I'm just giving you,
Alright.
put your expectations way to the roof, Mama. You
All
ready?
right, let's do it.
All right, very good. Let's go for the very first one. Now, one of the things I will say immediately, right off the bat, both steaks were cooked to the exact same temperature. This very first one here, which Mama is already smelling and going to heaven. Look at Mama. Huh?
Something different over here.
Oh, what do you smell? What do you smell? Can you tell already?
It's not a regular steak, I can tell that much.
Ah, there you go. So both of them were cooked at the same exact temperature, but this steak right here, everybody, this steak right here was drier, so it not only gave a different color, but it's exact the same temperature. I just want to point that out real quick because I thought it was extremely interesting. How you digging dry age out of it
has
already?
the little The little pungent.
Yeah, you
smell.
see what happens when we eat a lot of good dry agedness? We already know what it is.
We know how
You-
to
you didn't
recognize
even, he didn't even taste it. He already knows it is.
No, but
Everybody.
I can't wait to taste it. It smells amazing.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Wow. Ooh.
You just want to close your eyes.
It has a little extra kick.
Look at and you want to enjoy that flavor. Beefy, juicy, tender. A little extra hint of goodness on the steak.
That little umami with a little extra pungent.
It's like a steak with extra flavor and an additional flavor. If you've never had dry age, everybody,
Do it.
I highly recommend doing it. Okay? I say it's heaven on earth. That's all I gotta say about that.
You can't get much closer than that.
If you never had it, do it. We recommend it. Okay, second one. You ready?
Let's go. I was about ready to go back to that one.
Hold on, Mama. We gotta try it since.
I know. It's an experiment. We gotta try it.
Exactly. Now I'm excited for this one. Smell it and tell me if you smell anything interesting.
Whoa.
Wow, it was funny because me and you had the same reaction at the same time.
Wow.
Oh, that's different,
It's
bro.
very different.
Oh, that's different. What do you
It's-
smell?
It's that dry aginess, but you put something. You dry age this on something.
Of course,
I
Mama.
can't-
Of course.
Hold on.
I feel.
Like the first time, it felt almost like spices, but I'm close.
Sorry, it delete my reaction.
Cannot tell
Enough
what it
talking
is.
before you actually find out what it is, Mama. Now you're getting me scared. You're getting too good at this game over here. This game is a little bit off the chart for Mama. Enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
It does not taste like it smells.
Wow, very different. Very additional flavor.
It has additional dry aginess flavor.
Yes, I'm getting so excited.
Whatever you put in the dry age, oh my god! If you guys do dry age and you're already getting tired of it, do whatever he did over there, cause that is good.
That is amazing, everybody.
I'm getting a little spice.
You getting a little spicy? Yes, Mama. I'm getting fermented. Do you feel fermented? It's like
Maybe
a fermentation. Something happened with this steak.
it could be fermented pepper. I don't know.
That's
I don't know
exactly
what
what it is. Gochujang, Korean gochujang seasoning.
Oh my god,
Korean chili paste, everybody.
that is so good.
It is amazing. Like all the wonderful flavors from the gochujang went directly inside of the steak.
Deep into the steak.
It penetrated all the way through the fermentation.
Oh, thank you for the epic warrior, dude.
Went nice and deep, everybody. I'm telling you,
Okay.
this is incredible.
Wow.
See, that's why I do insane experiments. When you do it with peanut butter or Nutella, the penetration does not do that.
No.
You know what I mean? It's much, much milder when you do with some type of fermentation, which is this one here, the paste, the chili flakes. It's actually a little spicy as well.
It has a little hint of spice.
That is amazing. I'm telling you.
You do lose a little bit of the beefiness of the
Yes.
of the thing of
Mhm.
the steak.
It's not as good as the real steak, but it is in its own category better. It's
yes.
better, but it's not like a beefy steak.
Most people that dry age, they do it because they want to get that extra beefiness on the steak.
Right.
You're getting a little bit of that with this one, but you're getting more different flavors inside of the steak at the same time.
That is an additional flavor, I would say it
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah.
It has more flavor than the original one. Don't get me wrong, everybody. If you never had a dry aged steak, give it a try to this one. You will love it. But if you want something very different that you will enjoy, even though there's quite a bit of loss, this experiment is a total success. Unlike my other insane experiment, this is phenomenal. It will not be the last time you see me doing this. I can guarantee you right now. I can't believe it. It worked so well.
It worked really
I can't
I
believe
hope
it's
you
not
guys
dry
enjoyed
age.
This video. If you do enjoy, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Let me know in the comments down below what you would like me to try next to dry age, because I'll tell you one thing. Every single experiment, even if it's a fail, I always learn something. Look at this. I thought nothing was gonna happen. It did. and it is amazing. See you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Dry age, aka let it rot under. Hey, it's The thing is, though, is that when it comes to like dry aging, it's under controlled conditions. So proper dry age is when you actually put it in the the dry age bag under the set controlled temperature. And restaurants know how to dry age properly too, because they dry age under specific temperatures, but under the correct conditions too. That's why they have a walk-in freezer with a drying rack and stuff specifically for dry aging. That's how the pros do it. That's how restaurants do it. So that's how it be. That's literally how it be. As per my knowledge, that's how I see a lot of dry age restaurants. That's how I see a lot of steakhouses that do dry age their meat. And that's also true, Matthew. That's also very true. Alright, let's just do this boss battle, and I guess we could wrap it up for the evening there, and then I want to spend some time on Monster Hunter Stories before tomorrow, because I still have some leveling to do with my current monster before we can actually continue the story of the game to get ready for the sequel. Of course, I know I'm not getting the sequel right away because, well, who wants to... This boy ain't paying $60 plus American tax for every new game in existence. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. I'll go ahead and provide a debuff over here, so that way you guys can take out the boss first. So we have me, Leon, Kiba, Rohan, Dennis, Maffey, Seafudge, Curry, Neem Expert, Hotbox, and the Couraged. Let's see how we do. Sometimes they drop in price. You have to wait like at least maybe a whole year or so. Like, you know, what was that game? Astral Chain? That became $45 plus tax after a whole year after release. And that's when I got the game. And sometimes they do sale for Mario games too, and also they occasionally do sales. Nintendo just doesn't like discount their first party games often. And what they do is just, you have to wait for like a whole long time, but I take the time to wait regardless. It's always the third-party games that always get a discount, and that's how it literally be. Let's see how this goes. Okay, then. Oof, indeed, oof, indeed. I don't think we gave you a prize yet, Maffey, so which one of these scrolls would you like? Which one of these scrolls would you like, since you lent the most assist? 1 second. Guess the monk? Okay, sure thing. We'll give that to Maffey. Now we have the Flying Rogue and the Centurion. Should we raffle this off? These two off? I feel like we could raffle both of these off. But no, maybe... Actually, Centurion, if you wanna... I could, Leon. Oh yeah, I haven't given a Did we give a prize to... I don't think we've given a prize to Kiba yet. I'll give one to Kiba. Then... Well, if you need it, Leon, it'll be first come, first serve for now. Well, good job, folks. Good job. Well, we cleared another map. So all we have left is just 2 more maps. Death Road and the next one. Tempting, but... Well, let's see which directions we can go. Just for me to double check. Do I want to go for the skin, or do I want to go for... I feel like every time I go for the skin levels, you guys are not getting the skin, or... Unless somebody actually got a skin, then congratulations to them. I feel like maybe we could go for the tokens. So that way all of us can boost our battle passes. I'll figure it out for next time. Yeah, I'll save my money for now. That's what we'll be doing. I would normally go on for longer, but tonight was a rather impromptu. And normally I would do like a Mario Monday kind of thing, but even on typical Mario Mondays, I would end early as well. So that's what's happening. Tomorrow I'll try to go on for a bit longer though, as well as Wednesday. I know Friday should be a longer session as well for... Yeah, Friday should be a longer session as well for Phoenix Wright Friday if I don't do Phoenix Wright Friday for Phoenix Wright as well for Thursday. All right, let me see who I have. Who I have that we can raid tonight. Actually, there's a bunch of people online. Yeah, you're welcome, Matthew. You're definitely very welcome. I definitely want to like raid somebody who's also playing Stream Raider, so you guys can actually bank on being in other people's Stream Raider maps. Because I follow a lot of people, but not all of them play Stream Raiders. But tomorrow for Try Hard Tuesday, we'll be doing some... I guess we'll do some Fall Guys tomorrow. And as well as some Monster Hunter Stories, because I need to progress in that game. Even though it's a JRPG style Monster Hunter, and if I want to do any monster hunting, I should actually brush up on Monster Hunter World. So... do I want to raid Nick? I'll make it host Nick after I raid. Because I want to definitely send you guys over to somebody who's playing Stream Raiders. Also, just a friendly reminder, next weekend, not this coming weekend, next weekend will be movie night in the Discord server for the official release of the Mortal Kombat movie. Otherwise, you can always keep in touch with me on Twitter, and I can be added on Discord as well, even though I received a bunch of friend requests. So, without further ado, let's see who the heck we can raid tonight. Chibi-Chu's online. She's playing Monster Hunter Rise at the moment. She's also playing Stream Raiders as well, so you guys could put troops on her map. I think she just started like an hour or so too. Who else do I have online? Unless somebody else has a recommendation, do let me know. Harbs is online too. Well, it's cool to like raid Harbs, but he doesn't have Stream Raiders open. He doesn't play Stream Raiders. I could probably talk him into playing Stream Raiders though. I got Matt Big Fat who's playing Red Dead Redemption. But yeah, let me know, you guys, if you have any like raid suggestions, because ideally I do want to raid somebody who's also playing some. Who's either playing a game anybody here is interested in, or also got Stream Raider maps open. Otherwise, we could just vibe to the music as I go ahead and find somebody we can raid in the meantime. Speaking of Stream Raider maps, let's see how we're doing in everybody else's maps. Assuming he wants a rogue over here. I guess we could go ahead and raid Cube Chibichu. I haven't raided her in a hot minute. She's currently playing Monster Hunter Rise, and oh, looks like she's finishing up some 5-star quests in Rise. But she also does play Stream Raiders, as you guys can see. I have one of my Stream Raider maps open and ready for her. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, folks, if I don't catch y'all tomorrow on Tryhard Tuesday, I shall catch y'all for Genshin Impact on Waifu Wednesday, question mark? Question mark, because Barbara is not really my ideal waifu yet. We might hang out with her even if she is the longest hangout quest, question mark? We might get to Dainsleif's story, question mark? Otherwise, we'll be back on Phoenix Wright Friday for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, which is game number 3. I might actually do some of that for Throwback Thursday so we can actually make sure we're all caught up, so we don't have to extend ourselves into the next month to finish off one game, which tends to happen with the Phoenix Wright game. So yep, flag it is. I would say today's been a pretty good victory for us. So wash your hands, folks, wear your masks, stay safe, stay positive, stay hungry, because y'all know you want your foods. And stay woke, stay chill, stay cool, stay amazing, folks, my fellow Kinokos, and we'll catch y'all next time on Channel Miltendo, the guy with the mostest of all the bestest of any Tendos, even if he's not as rich or famous as his cousin Nintendo, all the way in Japan. He tries to be one of the most realist, one of the most OG, laid back, down to earth, and expressive and artistic Tendos in the universe of video gaming, anime, and anything food related. Stay hungry, stay woke, And stay healthy, my fellow Kinokos. And stay clean as well. We'll catch you on the next adventure. Stay stream rated.
Drop it.
今になって答え合わせそんなのどうでもよくて憂いの波は寄せては返す落ちてた吸い殻いで地面に張った記憶を拾い集めてる味のないクッキークイーンランドリーバカみたいなハンバーガー落書きだらけの駅が胸が苦しいさよならつり革を握ってるあなたの手はぬくもりを忘れた